Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode with McForce. I'm actually creating a bit of a playlist of using GitHub's Copilot. I'm going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole, and I want you to join me in that. I believe not a lot of people really know how to use it properly, and I just want to show you how really cool it is. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, I've created a bit of a use case. It's a project management tool or an app or whatever you want to call it that I've created. Very high level overview. You've got an account, you've got a project or projects that might be related to this account. We're going to do invoices and billing and contractor changes. Contractor changes basically happen through the project. So you've got contractors. Contractors are basically it's like a junction object in between your account contacts and the project. And basically, what would happen is, as the project goes on, you've got contractors that leave, they get added on, and maybe the cost for them change. And we would create then an opportunity to manage those changes. For this first video, I just want to basically show you how to set up everything. Everything starts off with Visual Studio Code. Let me actually just go out of here and let's start fresh. Okie dokes. For everybody, I'm not a developer. If you see Visual Studio Code, and you think, this is too difficult, and guys, this is really not. There's a lot of videos on to show you how to set this up. It is really very simple to do, actually. So don't be too this project is or video is mainly for people that are not developers, and how easy it is with the use of AI to create some pretty cool code that you would have thought, nah, I'm going to leave this, or this is a developer's job. But now, with AI, we can actually do it ourselves, or at least it helps us. Right? Okay, cool. So we've created now a project. Next step is to authenticate. So I'm just gonna Shift Command P and authorize. Takes a sec. Okay, we're gonna choose production, project app. Now what it's gonna do, it's gonna open a authorization in another browser. I've got so many browsers open, I didn't even know which one it is. Okay, here we go. Let me just show you. So basically this would open. What we first need to do is for the metadata. Remember what we're doing here, right? It has created a physical file on your computer. So that's the one weird thing, like you think you with Salesforce and everything's cloud-based, but this is storing files on your physical computer. Yeah, this takes a sec. Okay, cool. So we need a bunch of stuff. Let's say we're gonna pull in Apex triggers. We want to get Apex classes as well. So you're basically retrieving from the org and you're creating a bunch of files. And then we're going to push that into our repository. I'll show you now how to create the repository. What else we want? We want flows. go. Let's see what else. We can do custom objects. I'm actually not going to do custom objects because I will show you what else I've got. But I just want to make sure that I've got those. Then it pulled through. So if I open Force app, geez, why is my computer so slow now? This is so typical. Nah, come on. Oh, yeah, no, typical, hey? Okay, so if we open this and we open flows, there we go. So we've got some flows. Let's check. So there were no LWCs, but one thing I want to show you that's really cool. So imagine like, you know, you just joined this project and all that they gave you was like a list of fields. And trust me, this has happened to me. You think you go on and you see cool like process flows and object models and whatever, but no, you get like literally just this. So what I'm going to show you is really, really cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a file. All I'm doing is right click, new file. I'll call this object model .dm or MD, sorry, MD. MD stands for markdown. It's basically like see it as like a text file. Doesn't mean anything. It's just like there. And what I'm doing is I'm pasting all my custom objects and basically all the relevant for this project, all the objects and their relate or their fields, and also again like the relevant fields that's important. Right, I'm just going to save that, and then we're going to do the GitHub part. Okay, so I'm in my GitHub again. Super easy to set up, guys. Go and look, and there are tons of YouTube videos on to do this. It is super easy to set up. So I'll create a new repository. We create this project app, right? Click create, and super important is to copy this remote add URL. Copy it. I'm going to go into my org or into VS Code again. We're going to click on the source control, initialize repository. Let's set the button so long. Okay. And then you're going to click on the three dots. Remote. Click on add remote. What it's now asking for that URL that you just copied. Enter. Remote name. Project app. Right. Click commit. Click yes. And publish branch. What it's doing now, it's basically connecting the two. It's well not connecting, you're pushing it and it's not doing it automatically. So every time you do updates, you need to basically commit it, and it's basically sending it to your repository. So if we go in here, let's see. So for example, I see my object model MD is in here. Let's see, for example, I know I've got flows, so I'll go in my Force app main flows, and boom, okay, cool, we've got the flows. All right, now the magic begins. Next step, let's duplicate this. Click up here, and you go to Copilot. The cool thing is you can choose which model you want to chat to. You can either do GPT, you can do O3 Mini, you can do Gemini. I like Claude because I feel that it's got the best coding capability. That's my personal opinion. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to actually share my repository to Copilot, repositories, and project app. Okay. And I'm going to ask it some questions. Can you please look into the repository, specifically the object model.md file, and give me an overview of the object model. I also just want to add in, this is a Salesforce project repository, just to give it a bit of context. Let's check what it says. So basically, it's now got access to your repository, and you can ask it questions on it, and you can ask it based on your code, do this for me. And I think this is the game changer, because normally you're asking questions, you're asking to give you code, but you're missing things because maybe there's like lookup objects, or it's missing fields or things like that. And like, how cool is this? And now with this object model, we can do a ton. Now I'm going to show you something flippin' mind-boggling. As I said, I haven't even gotten like an object model like on a Visio or whatever. So here's what I'm going to do. Check this. Can you generate, what is it called? Mermaid code to generate the object model in draw.io. Now, if you don't know what Mermaid code is, it's basically if you go in a application like Draw.io or whatever, you can even use it in Lucidchart. So I'm going to just quickly go here and say draw.io. Create new blank. Yeah, this text is kind of annoying, but it's fine. Let's just connect it to our project app. Okay. So object model. Okay. Right. I believe I copied this, but let's just do the copy code. And then you go arrange, insert, Mermaid, and voila. How cool is that? Guys, this is like next level stuff. Just, I've got a file that lists fields and or objects and their fields, and now I got an object model with like so easily. As I said, everything starts from the account, then it goes to the project. You've got your contractors, you've created an opportunity that's got contractor changes. I mean, how cool is that?